Good morning, or as my dad says, top of the morning to you. Friends, family, fans, and finish line focused, fantastically fine folks. It's late. It is 20 minutes till 9 this morning. It is May 12th. Let me double check. Yep, May 12th, Friday the 12th, and it is raining. It's been raining most of the night, on and off. Definitely this morning. It was kind of pouring rain for a while. So I hit snooze a couple of times, and I just shut the alarm off, and I just stayed in bed. Slept some more. I was kind of just tired and stiff and whatever this morning. And so anyway, I'm all packed up. Everything's done. I had a hot breakfast, Mountain House scrambled eggs with ham and bacon or something like that. And that was delicious. So I had my hot breakfast, and everything's, like I said, ready to go. I just got to put on my shoes and fold up my tent, and I'm ready to hit the trail. So I don't know what the plans are now for the day. They may have changed. I may not be able to do the distance I had hoped. We'll see what the trail's like, and what the trail gives me. We'll just take it in stride, and I'll go wherever. The only thing I got to consider is water is like weird today. There's like an 8-mile stretch, 8.5 miles, where there's no water, and you can't camp. Anyway, I don't know where I'll go. So you know what? You'll get to see when I do. So come along with me, and let's see what the day brings. It is because of the rain, and it's forecast like 100% chance of rain most of the day. I don't know how much I'll film, so we'll see what happens. Thanks. We'll share. I'll share something somewhere. All right. Ta-ta for now. All right, I've left the campsite and headed down the trail. I'll pan over here a minute, and you can't really see much, but I'm going to spin. It's just kind of foggy. The rain, thankfully, has let up some. Well, completely. At the moment, it's just dripping from the trees. So that's nice. I can get the camera out and film. One thing that's been amazing, so yesterday was a tough day. You heard me talk about that, but I've had AT&T cell phone service for like 2 days now, kind of most of the time or whatever. So I was able to upload all the videos, able to comment back to some of you on some of your guys' comments. And by the way, if I don't get to like your comment, it's not that I was ignoring it. It's just I did what was like the most recent, and I worked my way down until I had to go or whatever. So please don't be offended or anything if I don't get to your comment. I do try my best to read them all and respond when I can, and sometimes Halo responds. But anyway, it's been so nice having some cell phone service. I was able to talk to Halo quite a bit yesterday, and I was able to call my mom and talk with her. Dad was out at work, so he wasn't around able to talk, but able to talk with Mom for 10 or 15 minutes. And that was first time in a while, a couple of weeks, that I've been able to talk with them. So that was so good. And guys, I just want to mention something or think about something, kind of a life lesson learned is the person doing the task, like in this case, me hiking the trail. You guys know that it's challenging, and there's mountains to climb and heat and cold and all that. You know that I'm up against a lot, and you encourage me. But it's also very challenging for those that are left behind, for those that are at home. Like in my case, Halo and the kids. Poor Halo is at home packing up a house, getting ready to move completely alone. She's parenting 3 kids, especially those 2 little ones, Gigi and Poke, and they are a handful, and I guess Poke's really been a handful lately, and I'm not there to help discipline and correct. She's doing it all on her own. And so I guess that holds true with almost everything in life. It's not always the one that's like maybe front and center doing the difficult task, whether it's, you know, quitting drinking or smoking or getting healthy, whatever that task is. But it's not always just them that's suffering or whatever that's struggling. It's the ones around them too. And so I just want to maybe encourage you guys, and you guys have done a fabulous job of like commenting that, you know, you love the comments and stuff like that. And of course, you know, Halo's so smart. She does an amazing job. But you know, please don't forget to pray for her and my kids, and really encourage her. And if you know her personally, you know, maybe drop her a note or a text or a Facebook message and encourage her, because she's having a hard time. You know, I'm out here eating Pop-Tarts and having the time of my life, and she's at home in the real world struggling with lots of different issues. So yeah, please, I mean, yeah, hopefully I don't sound like this is a bigger deal than it is, but just know that it's not always the one climbing the mountains that's the only one suffering or whatever. It's those left at home or those behind that are trying to encourage and support. They sometimes need encouragement and support too. So there you have it. It's kind of raining again. I better put my camera away. Boy, when it gets damp, it acts funny. The screen doesn't want to work, and nothing goes well when it gets wet. All right, I'm blowing and going at 9 o'clock, so I think I left about 10 till, something like that. Feet hurt this morning. I'll take another quick second. Feet are kind of getting a little jacked up. They're not the greatest. I'm definitely looking forward to a day and a half off in Damascus, and if I need it, I'll even take another day. Soak my feet in some Epsom salts and hopefully get them recovering some. And then I don't know why I'm getting such, you know, so many like blisters and stuff. I'm not sure. I don't know. Because I sure like the shoes. The shoes seem to be doing a good job, but maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just the miles. I don't know. But anyway, feet, the rest of the body was kind of slow to get going this morning. A little achy. I definitely was achy last night laying down. I can only lay in one position for a little bit before it hurts. And I have to wake up and turn over. And I'm like a rotisserie sleeper. Except for I can't do the stomach anymore. It's like that. Those days are gone. I haven't been able to sleep on my stomach for years. I'm not sure why, because that used to be my favorite position. But anyway, side to back to side, back and forth. Let's see. Yeah, body. So body feels pretty good by now. It's kind of woken up and getting going. I always take it easy for the first little while, hiking, and let my feet kind of wake up and get the pain beat out of them a little bit and ready to go. A little obstacle to climb right here. Not necessarily a mountain, but a cattle gate. We've gone through 2 gates you have to open and then close behind you. You'll see me hopefully not fall climbing across this thing. Does the trail go up this way? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna spin around and show that. So yeah, I wish it wasn't so foggy. Oh, over here. Wish it wasn't so foggy. You could probably have some really neat views. But not today, not in the cards. Here's an interesting view that is only of late that we're starting to get these kinds of views. I'm going to call this more like what I expect Virginia to be than this Tennessee section, which I'm only, oh boy, not very far, 15 miles, I think, from Virginia, or 14, maybe 13 by now. Boy, I should look at the map. I'm very, very close to Virginia. I'm between 12 and 14 miles from the Virginia state line. And I watch people's videos, and this is what it reminds me of when they get into Virginia. So I know we're close. Oh, boy. Look at that. First view for sure for the day. Not even very many views yesterday. Gorgeous. So, wanted to take a minute, kind of a life lesson learned lately. I mean, it's something I think I learned a long time ago, but something I want to share with you guys. Okay, the other day I was in the pickup truck with, let's see, driver, passenger, and then 3 of us in the back seat. 3 thru hikers were in the pickup truck, a 4-door pickup truck with a former thru hiker. And so we had like a 10-minute ride where we could pick this guy's brain for any tips that might help us. 3 of us, 3 thru hikers. And one of the thru hikers in particular, all he wanted to do was talk about his experiences. This is like a potential thru hiker, just like me, on the journey. And here we had this guy, and he would go to like talk to us and tell us things about the trail and about his experience and ways to be successful. And this other guy would like interrupt and tell him his story about his experience or whatever. And here we only had a few minutes with this guy. And the point is, sometimes we talk a little bit too much. And those of you that know me know that I'm a talker. And so this is me, me too. But boy, when I get around someone that knows something more than I do, man, I want to listen. I want to listen and gain some wisdom and maybe pick up 1 or 2 little tidbits that might help. And so I guess the lesson here for all of us to think about is that when we were created, God gave us 2 ears and only 1 mouth. And there's an old saying that we're supposed to use them in proportion. In other words, listen twice as much as we speak. And so maybe in your life you've got a boss or a coworker or even someone, a subordinate person to you, that maybe has some wisdom to offer. And it's better to listen than to talk. And sometimes we learn what not to do. There was a person in my life in a field that I learned a lot on what not to do from them. And that was very valuable. I spent a lot of years trying to do the opposite of what that person had done and was fairly successful. So the point is, watch and listen and learn, especially if you get an expert in a field. Man, maybe just pay attention for a while. Let them talk. You can share your stories later with somebody else, but let them share theirs for now. So there's my lesson for the day. Sorry about the camera work, but it is like lots of foot contorting rocks after that shelter. It's been kind of painful walking along here. My body definitely is needing a rest. So I'm looking forward to a Nero tomorrow and a 0 on Sunday for sure. Maybe some slack packing after that with the kids. Body is, I'll be brutally honest, my body's kind of hurting. Knees are just, everything's just kind of tired and sore, like from being twisted and tweaked and contorted and thudding on the ground and all that. It's just kind of getting tired. And I was talking, man, see there, I mean, it's almost every step. It's like just a little bit of an ankle twister. Dean and I were talking, and we both have been now, boy, a long time without a 0. I guess since Hot Springs. And maybe that was mile 350, so we've been like 100 miles or so. And this early on, that's pretty substantial because we're all doing lower miles and stuff. Anyway, there's my thoughts. Looking forward to the big Virginia. Not sure if I'll get there today, but looking forward to it. And getting 3 states behind. I'm not going to talk about it much more because I don't want to start even thinking or celebrating anything until I'm actually there. Can't wait to see Halo and the kids tomorrow. Oh boy, I think I heard about this. This is the stone fence. It's along the side of the trail. That is what we've been walking on, all those rocks for a while. Feeling better after that last little stop though. Body and feet and legs and knees and all that junk don't hurt quite so much. Mainly been going up, which helps. But yeah, pretty interesting little fence there. Thankful for that. Met a man from Canada back there that is just section hiking. Lives in Ontario, 5 hours from Algonquin Park. So we talked about paddling up there. I'd love to go paddle in Algonquin sometimes. So yeah, it's 2 o'clock. Big booming thunder clouds off in the distance. Boy, thunder's just rolling out across these mountains. It sounds really cool. But I figured I better get the camera out and film it real fast in case I don't get to for a while. So yeah, things are going okay. Still not sure how far I'll get. I haven't covered quite as much ground, I guess, as what sometimes I do. I'm not exactly sure why. The terrain was a little difficult for a while with the footing just being lots of little rocks. Here, it's okay, but I think my body's just getting tired, just tired from all the miles. So definitely looking forward to some time off in town and some big meals. Possibly not getting enough food, although I don't feel like I'm losing weight like crazy or anything. And for those of you that were trying to guess my weight loss, I haven't really gotten to a good scale. So I don't want to say for sure. It's roughly 12 to 14 pounds. I think I'm right in that area. So sorry about that, but I'm surprised at the lack of scales. So I'll try to let you know as soon as I get to a good scale and I am at the proper, like I don't want to weigh right after eating a big meal and stuff like that. So anyway, that's where we're at with the weight thing so far. And but yeah, looking forward to some time, a little time off, and hoping to do some fly fishing. So if I do, I'll fire up the camera and let you come along with me, see how we do. Unless these big thunderstorms mess all the creeks up, I don't know.